Hi, welcome back. Today I wanted to give you a little public service announcement. I don't know if you ever heard the song, Be careful little ears what you hear, be careful little mouth what you say, be careful little eyes what you see. I want to talk about today the be careful little mouth what you say. And if you are a parent like I am, then a lot of times you have conversations with your kids about being healthy. One of the things that I have noticed with a lot of different families that I've talked to is that we, especially as women, tend to talk about getting fit and healthy in a way that includes losing a lot of weight, numbers on the scale, measurements of our waist, and things like that. So we get very obsessed with this idea of what does the number on the scale say. And if we are going down on the scale, then we are doing really well. And if we're going up or we're not moving, then, oh, the day is horrible and everything that I'm doing is a waste. And every time we talk about putting something in our mouth that we say, oh, I'm going to have to exercise 3 hours to get rid of this cupcake. Uh, I kind of want to encourage us to rephrase the things that we say when we talk about getting healthy. If you have small children, especially young girls, they're very susceptible to taking on this idea of how much they weigh or what size they are as the value of who they are. We don't want that. We don't want our daughters to grow up and struggle with the measurement on a scale as that's what she is worth. We don't want her to look in a magazine and say, if I don't look this way, if I don't have this size or I'm this small, that I'm not beautiful, that I'm not worth anything. So we as parents have to be very intentional about how we speak about our health and fitness with them. And it's not like it's a gigantic, enormous thing, but simple things that we say compounded over time can tweak how a young girl looks at herself in the mirror and what she feels about herself and how she interacts with everybody and then how she interacts with her own children later. So, really quickly, I want to encourage you that when you talk about yourself getting healthy and fit, that what you do is you talk about getting strong and getting healthy and feeling better and having more energy and being able to do things like that instead of saying, well, I weigh 140 pounds and I really want to weigh 120, or gosh, this scale never moves. Can we move away from the number on the scale? The scale's a liar anyway. I don't know if you know that, but it is. And it's not a very accurate measurement of your health and fitness. So even though it's a nice tool, please, we got to step away from being obsessed about it. But what I want you to do is I want you to try to rephrase the things that you say. I want you to try to say things like, well, this is a healthier choice. Or, wow, I see a lot of carrots on your plate. What a good healthy choice. Instead of, you sure you want to eat all that? That'll go right to your waist and you won't lose any weight that way. Um, or if you can say, like, we want to be healthy, we want to feel better. I know that if we drink all that sugar and all that pop, then what happens is that it makes us hyper for a little while and then we crash. Gosh, that feels horrible. Don't you think that water would make us feel better? Um, just you kind of have to be creative with it because kids, they'll see through it if you don't really believe it. But what I really want you to do is be careful when you talk to your children, especially your girls. And I don't want to be negative, but I really want to tell you, never, ever tell them that they are overweight, that they are fat, or use nicknames like chubby or chunky bottom or anything like that, because those things, even though they might not be meant in a mean way, and maybe it's a teasing thing, and you say, oh no, she knows I'm teasing. No, she doesn't know. She won't know. Because somewhere deep in her heart, she's going to put that back away. And then one day when she's feeling rotten about herself, she's going to go, my mom said I was chunky. My mom said I needed to lose weight. Instead of being, my mom always thought that she wanted me to be healthy. She wanted me to be strong. Because we want our children to be strong and capable of doing things that they want to do and things that they feel that they're called to do for their lives. So, when we as parents say things like, oh, you're fat, or you shouldn't eat that, or anything like that, then that's the negative way of looking at health and fitness. Let's change our outlook and make it more positive and say, hey, what a good choice. Or don't you think, what would you think is a better choice than this? Or if you'd really like this, what can we do to kind of move things around? Uh, no lie, I heard a fifth grader, very healthy, very fit, very active fifth grade girl, eat one small cookie at an event we were at, and she said, I'm going to have to work out for an hour to get rid of all these calories. Okay, seriously? Fifth graders should know nothing about having to work out to balance out calories. Period. You might disagree with me. That's okay. But for her heart, that's not good. So instead of doing that, let's make sure that we do well balanced choices. So if they want a cookie, great. Okay, let's have one cookie. That's one portion. It's a treat. It's something we get every once in a while. And let's take care of our bodies and make good, healthy choices in the long run. So, as a parent, be careful, little mouth, what you say.